This is Russ. Yeah, back out on the road again. And I am riding... What am I riding? Take a guess. Yep, it's the Pedego Avenue. Yeah, I figured I'd take this out to Harper College. Haven't been there since last year, so I figured I'd give it a try. I'm using Apple Maps to bring me there. I have a gut feeling that it's gonna pick roads I don't like, but we don't know for a fact until we do it. So we'll see. And I figured I'd take the Pedigo because we need to do a range test on this bike as well. But the interesting part is you know, I charged this battery up, or I tried to charge this battery up. I usually try to top it off just before I leave, and it showed that it had full power, but you know, as I'm starting out, it shows that I have less than full power. So I don't know what to think about that. I did bring a second battery. It's strapped to the rear rack. You know, the Pedigo battery is really long. It's narrow and long. So what I did is I fashioned a little shock absorber for it by putting a piece of foam underneath it, and then I bungee corded it to the rear rack. The only problem with doing this is, of course, I can't bring any tools with me because I can't have a tool bag on top of that because the battery eats up the space. This is why sometimes having a front basket is helpful, but I don't have a front basket on this bike either, so all I can do is hope that I don't get a flat or anything. Now, one thing that I do like about the Pedigo is that we got mag wheels on this. You know, the term mag wheels is kind of a misnomer. It's not made out of magnesium. Maybe in the past car tires were, but not these. These are, I believe, aluminum. And so we use the term mag wheels, but it really is not a mag wheel. I guess we think about mag wheels as ones that don't have spokes, you know. And I'm beginning to like these more and more because I don't have to worry about the spokes being loose or anything, because there's no way this will ever get loose because it's part, the wheel is part of it. So yeah. Now, let's see here. Checking my battery. I don't know whether I'm charging my battery or not on my phone. I have it connected, but it seemed that the battery or the phone had kind of died out on me. Beginning to wonder if it's actually sending a charge over there or not. The icon's too small for me to tell, too. Yeah, I don't think it is. I don't know why. Oh, whatever it is. No, if we make it there, we make it there. If we don't, we don't. It's as simple as that. All right, so the Pedigo does not have hydraulic brakes. It has mechanical disc brakes, but I'll tell you that it stops really well. I don't think you miss the hydraulic brakes on this bike. Now, I have the saddle adjusted pretty high up. As you know, I like my decent leg extension. I do have a suspension seat post on here, but is the type that just goes up and down. It's not the type that goes backwards like the Sun Tour. And this one's made by Satori, is that correct? I don't know. If it's not, I'll put a graphic up. If it is, then it is, right? All right. So there's a lot of cars out here right now. Yeah, I don't think this is charging up. Let me try again here. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be charging. I don't know why that is. I don't have time to mess with it right now either. So I know it charged at one time. Don't know why it's not doing it now. So it seems like some of the kids are still going to school, the little kids. I think the high school might be out already by now. But the little kids are still in school because we see a whole bunch of kids there. So up ahead we have a radar detector. I don't know whether the radar will pick me up or not. We'll see. Yeah, it's picking me up. It's saying I'm doing 20, and according to my speedometer, I'm doing 20.3, 20.5. So yeah, it's picking it up. Okay, this thing's gonna take me on Northwest Highway. I don't want to do that. That's one of the roads I don't like taking, especially at this time of the day. What time is it right now? It's 7:30 in the morning. Now the reason I'm going out so early is because it's going to get really hot today. It's going to be like 91 degrees. So if you don't start early, then you suffer the consequences, right? Yeah, this is going to take me through Northwest Highway, I believe. Well, I'm not going to do that. I think I'll go past Northwest Highway. Let's see what it does if I do that. Well, it says 0.2 miles, so it is not Northwest Highway it's asking me to take. Could be something else. Yeah, well, 900 feet. Well, this might be it then. I guess it was just delayed. What happens if I go past it? Let's see what happens. No, it goes past it. 900 feet is not what I thought it was. It's further ahead. Okay. So, it says 400 feet, 300 feet. There's no road to turn. 200 feet. There's no road to turn. There's a church over here. I don't know what it's asking me to do. It makes no sense. All right, well, let's try this other redirect. Now, instead of taking a left, it's telling me to take a right. Well, let's see what that does. Now, I've come down here before. Trying to go to get Chinese food. This was a couple years ago. Usually I take, after I go to Bussy Woods, I go to the Chinese carryout, pick up some food, come back home, right? Well, I once went there directly from the house, and this was the basic route it told me to take. Well, we're on it again. So let's see where it brings us. I mean, it could bring us to something even worse as far as a road. Don't know. This is not the path I took before when I went to Harper at one time. This is a different path, different method. Well, so far it's not so bad. So we're going into the city of Rolling Meadows. Bike rider waved hi to me, so I waved back. Now the thing with the Pedigo, it's very hard to tell it's an e-bike. Now, of course, I got the battery strapped to the back. It's kind of a dead giveaway now. But if you didn't, yeah, I think a hard time to tell it is, because that battery is so thin and it's underneath the down tube, and the down tube is not a fat down tube, it's a thin looking down tube. I think people would have a hard time telling that you're on an e-bike. Alright, we will go straight ahead, but we will wait our turn here. This is a step-through bike, and so I think of all the bikes that I have, there's only two that I probably look a little bit different on because of being a step-through model. You know, it's the old stigma of boys bike, girls bike, right? Because of the coloring of this particular bike. What do they call this? Is this Caribbean blue? I can't remember. Every company has a different name for the colors. But this one being a step through and the color and everything, it kind of looks like a quote-unquote girl's bike. So you got a big heavy guy on a girl's bike. That's probably what people are thinking. And then I think when I ride the electric bike company Moto S, because it's a beach cruiser and it's also a bluish color, yeah, I kind of look a little strange on that one too. You know, I'll tell you one thing with this Pedigo, which is kind of nice, is it's very, very smooth feeling. I've said that for some of the bikes recently because they are. Yeah, I really like how this one rides. Like I told you, Mrs. Wright has claimed this as her bike. She has not gotten on it yet. She doesn't get onto bikes until after I'm all done with reviews and everything, because we've always said if you fall, you damage the bike, it's not going to look good on the video. So she doesn't touch my bikes until after I'm done. But yeah, after I'm done with this ride, she might jump on this and give it a try. She has claimed it as hers, even though she hasn't even been on it. You know, that's the thing that happens with these bikes, you know. She likes it, she claims it as hers, but I still take them anyway. It's just a name, who gets it. But yeah, she really likes the design of the bike. She likes the color of the bike. She likes the idea of the mag wheels as well. I do too. I really do like the mag wheels. It's just that, you know, when you have mag wheels on some other models of bikes, you know, if you got a 4-inch fat tire bike or a 3-inch fat tire bike, the mag wheels would make it kind of heavy. So, you know, the company's trying to keep the weight down, not increase it. But these being just like 2-inch wide tires, they're really lightweight, thin tires. Doesn't hurt to have the mag wheels, in my opinion. Hey, if you end up buying one of these bikes, okay, consider putting the mag wheels on there. I don't think you'll regret it. Let's put it like that, because you'll never have to worry about whether your spokes are tensioned right or anything, because you don't have any spokes. All right. So we got a guy that just passed me up. I don't know if he's got an e-bike. Can't really tell. But hey, it's good to have somebody in front of us, right? Hey, he's going pretty good. He's going 20 miles an hour or more. So yeah, I think he might. Who knows? But if not, he's doing really well. He's got his backpack on. Let's see, according to this, we got 2.2 miles to go. I wonder if he's going to the school with the backpack and everything. If so, we could follow him and see where we go. He is pedaling the entire time, unlike some people. You know, people have asked me before, why don't I pedal more? And, you know, I've said that a lot of times I don't pedal going there. At times I do pedal, is usually when I head back. If I'm done with my video. Yeah, I just don't want to sound winded on the video, because as you know, I'm a kind of heavy guy, and then as you exert some additional effort, yeah, you start losing your breath and everything. So oftentimes I'll just throttle and do the occasional pedal, or occasional pedal and throttle. Alright, so we're off on the side here. We're kind of on the shoulder. I personally don't like riding on the shoulder, but since the guy in front of me is, I'm doing the same. Yeah, he's doing pretty good. He's doing at least 20 miles per hour. So I don't know if he's on a standard bike or if he's on an e-bike. I have a feeling he's on an e-bike, but like I said, if not, he's doing pretty good. Now this particular bike, of course, is a Class 2 bike, so it is limited to 20 miles per hour. Yeah, the shoulder is considered a bike lane here. It's kind of bumpy. Problem with the shoulders is that when the cars ride, they kind of kick all the gravel and everything gets pushed off to the shoulder. And of course, if you're a bike rider, that's what you're getting. All right, he's turning off, so we're going straight here. I guess you could take Quentin. We're gonna go according to what it says. Let's see where it takes us. He's gone a different route. He probably knows better than I do. I haven't come down here that often. Every time we hit a bump, I worry a little bit about the battery that's strapped in the back, because I hear it when it's bumping. We are in the correct general area, let's put it that way. So yeah, the ride is very nice. It is not a difficult ride on this bike at all. Because I have the saddle up so high up, I feel real comfortable on it. Now Mrs. Wright, being shorter than I am, I think she's 5'4", is that right? 5'5", I don't know, one of those two, I keep forgetting. She's gonna need the saddle brought down all the way down. The problem is that the suspension seat post makes it a little higher than she prefers, so she's gonna have to go to a different type of seat post to see if that will help her make it a little shorter for her. All right, so let's see, this thing is taking us across here. It says bike route. 1.3 miles away. Now I remember last time I came, I believe I did take something like this, where I took like some side streets, and then it goes up in what looks like some guy's driveway, but actually it's an entrance into the path. I didn't know that at the time, and so I didn't want to go on it, so I ended up going around. But let's see if it takes us to the same thing or not. I'm looking on the shadow of my bike, and the battery still seems to be okay. That's strapped underneath, or strapped by the.
Turn right onto South Valmore Drive.
That's strapped to the rear rack. All right.
In 800 feet, turn left onto West Peregrine Drive.
All right, 800 feet it says. $500 feet.
Turn left onto West Peregrine Drive, then turn right onto the shared path.
Turn left, then turn right on the shared path.
Turn right onto the shared path.
I think it is the same entrance to it. Let's see if it does.
Turn right onto the shared path.
All right, let's see here. Oh, it's a little bit different. It wants us to go up on this shared path. All right, well, hey.
In half a mile, turn right onto the road.
It is actually kind of nice. I don't know if you can go fishing over here. It could be just for residents. I don't know. Got a nice egret in the water there. I see things moving. There's fishing here. There's geese around here too, which means goose poop. Gotta be careful of the goose poop. Yeah, it's kind of nice. Yeah, I bet you anything is just for residents. There are various lakes around the area that are just for residents only. So it's kind of like a private lake. I bet you that is as well. Well, this is taking us somewhere. I've never been down here before. Look at this. Yeah, kind of neat, huh? On your left.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto the road.
Quarter mile, turn right onto the road. Well, we're in some type of forest preserve thing here. What does it say in the sign here? Private property, no trespassing. Well, okay, maybe that section is private property. This is a shared path according to the Apple Maps. All right, when we get there, I'll hop off the bike and show you what the bike looks like with the battery strapped to it. Yeah, it is nice. I think the battery has moved forward a little bit, so it's kind of bouncing and hitting the back of my seat post.
Turn right onto the road.
So I will have to hop off anyways just to fix that. But yeah, we're here. I think it's across from us. Let's hop off here. Yep, the battery has moved up a little bit. All right, let's fix it. Show you the bike too while we're at it. So this is what we got at this point. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? But this section here, I think, has slid forward a little bit. I'm gonna back it up a little bit. So I'm looking, and yeah, I see scratches to the battery here. Kind of scratched the paint off a little bit. Oh well, what can I say? Sorry, Pedigo. Yeah, I think it was hitting the bottom of the seat post, so it's kind of scratched it up a little bit. Oh, too bad. Oh well. We'll pull it out further. All right. Oh, straight up ahead is Weber. That's Weber's corporate headquarters. So you guys who are into barbecuing and the like, that's where the stuff is. All right. What does this tell me to do? It says take a right. I'm gonna take a right. I think my best bet is probably to cross this intersection here. Let's do that. Alright, I think it says push to cross over there. So let's cross over here. And then push to cross over here. Alright. Let's see if that does anything. Now this road is kind of hacked up at this point. So we got to go over the top of some beat up road. Well, we will go over the top of the beat up road once they allow us to do that. Should be soon here. Okay.
At the light, take a slight left turn.
Yeah, it's kind of beat up. All right, we're gonna
100 feet. The destination is on your right. Harper College.
turn a little bit here. All right, we're there. Let me get rid of the map here. There we go. What is the temperature? It says 69 degrees right now. Yeah, see, the thing is, if we get out early enough, we beat the heat. we don't get out early enough, we ride into heat, which we don't really like. Yeah, this is nice, huh? I don't know if the college is still in session, but if that other guy was heading towards the college, then that kind of means it would be in session, right? I don't see anybody out here. That doesn't mean anything. It could be inside. Parking lot seems kind of empty. Well, relatively speaking, there's always cars in there. Administrative stuff going on, right? People who work there. Yeah, this is a nice bike. This thing is very smooth. Brakes work very well on here. Acceleration is good too. Alright, let's see. How did I go last time? Oh, I see. Let's go forward. We're going to pick out the path a little bit later there. Because if you look on the left-hand side, there's a path right there. I don't know if that's a path or if that's just a driveway. Don't know. Yeah, like I said, it's been a while since I've been out here, so I don't really know. I think that is just a driveway for cars. But, does it pick up for us? We'll go down there. We'll take a look where it picks up, and then we'll come back through it because we're kind of on the outside of the campus at this point. Let's see where it goes. All right, it says biking trail ahead. All right, well, is that for me or is that for the guys on that road? I think it's for the guys that are on this path. All right, there's a way to cut through here, so let's cut through. So we're now on the road. Yeah, I think it's for, it's not just for bikes. It's too wide for just bikes, right? So it's for cars to drive through. But we're just kind of cutting through with it. Parking lot 1. So Harper College, let me pull the camera here. It's over there on the left there. Kind of let you see what I'm seeing. This is a problem with just a forward-facing camera. You don't get to see what I see because my head is constantly turning left and right, looking around. Yeah, this is where the 360 camera on top of the helmet would have been nice. Too late because I didn't bring it with me. I have my X-Needle helmet on as I usually do. Oh, and by the way, thank you guys for continuing to purchase X-Needle helmets. I appreciate it, and I'm sure X-Needle does too. It's my preferred helmet to ride with because it's got good safety on it. It's rated up to 28 miles per hour, which is class 3 rating for bikes. And since I do gotta go kind of fast sometimes, all right, see, there's a walking path to the right side. I think that's where I'm supposed to be on. Too late. I'm just going to keep riding here. And, yeah, so I usually wear my X-Needle helmet, and it's usually blinking in the back, and the light is on in the front. It's not that bright in sunlight, but you do see the blinking part in the back better. Forward one, yeah, oh well. It's good if you're riding at night. You would definitely see it. Oh, somebody's fishing out there. You would definitely see it. So, but I have it on during the daytime too, because I figure anything that brings additional attention to me is a good thing, so people can see me and they don't run me over. yeah, this is a nice ride, especially when there's nobody around. Yeah, but I think personally I should be on the other side. This is actually the car path, but yeah, I didn't see any way of getting on there, so there's nobody around anyway. Alright, according to this, we got 3 out of 5 bars. We kind of started at 4 bars though. So I don't know how valid my battery riding test, range test will really be based on that. Yeah, it says my speed was 16 and 17, and according to the speedometer on the bike, it says 16 point something. So yeah, the speedometer is pretty accurate on this bike. I've got to go out and buy some more bungee cords. I tend to strap a lot of stuff to the back rack now, especially batteries. And I think I could use a bungee cord or two. I don't leave it strapped down all night long, by the way. I usually will undo the bungee cords. All right, I think we're back to where we started. Yeah, we kind of made a circle. Let's do a circle again. That was kind of short. All right, I'm going through it. I don't want to wait for just that little thing. No, I don't leave the battery strapped to it. What I'll typically do is I will undo the bungee cords, take the item off the rack, then I put it back on in the morning. I don't like keeping the bungee cords overly stretched when you don't really have to. So, but I think I do need a couple more. You know, they sell it in a pack, right? And they're various lengths. Some of them too long, some of them too short. But if you bought individual bungee cords, it costs you more money. So I usually just buy the pack of bungee cords. I go to Menards, which is I think they're a national, are they national? Yeah, it's like a home improvement type place, right? But that's where the cheapest stuff seems to be. So that's where I go to get it. I used to go to Home Depot all the time, but they're not always the cheapest. Russ is right, but Russ is cheap. I told you guys that. All right, let's see. How do we get on? Yeah, you know, it's kind of hard to get directly on there. I guess you have to take this. There's no other way to do it. We'll go the same way we did before. I mean, we don't really have to be on the road ahead of us. You see the cars coming on our left-hand side. We don't have to be there. We've got the side street. It's basically the same thing. It's a sidewalk, really. Yeah, this is nice, but there's a lot of cars around here. Yeah, what road is this? Algonquin Road, crossroad ahead of us, and what is the road that we're on? I don't know. No sign. What does it say? Roselle Road. All right. Okay. Now we're seeing more people around. All right, let's cut out over here. There's a little cut path there. So we can get off of that road, come down this road. So they got a baseball field over here on the left-hand side. Do they have a baseball team? Harper College baseball team? I don't know. This is a community college. I don't know what they have. It's pretty big though. Harper College is it's a pretty big one. There's also Oakton Community College in this general area, another community college. I remember going to Oakton Community College right after high school. I took a couple classes there before going to University of Illinois. Kind of get rid of some of the prerequisite classes that you have to take, right? So I think I took a math class, and what else did I take? Was it a history class? I can't remember. English class? I don't know. Something. I took, sorry if you hear a scratching there. I had an itch underneath the helmet. But I took 2 classes and got those credits out of the way so that when I went to school down at University of Illinois, I didn't have to take it. Eventually, I left the U of I. I only stayed there for a year as a music major. Then I went off to DeVry Institute of Technology, which might be just called DeVry something or other now. It was electronics school, essentially. I could have stayed at U of I and transferred into the electrical engineering program, but I had already spent a year as a music major, and I felt that if I transferred over, I might have to take another 4 years of college, and I didn't want to do that. But when I went to DeVry, I ended up getting my electronics engineering bachelor's degree in 3 years because they went on a trimester system instead of a semester system. So you go 3 15-week trimesters. So because you do that, you could actually finish a bachelor's program with essentially 9 semesters or 9 trimesters, I guess it would be, worth of schooling. So you actually get an extra semester more than if you did a 4-year college to get your bachelor's degree. So my original degree was never gotten because I wanted to be an electronics engineer. I had no interest in doing that at all. I took it because I actually had interest in music. I was a music major, like I said, a music theory and composition major for a year. Didn't feel that it was going to give me what I wanted to do. I wanted to get into recording engineering, work in the recording studios and the like. And so I figured at that time they didn't have schools that did that specifically. So everybody who wanted to get into it actually got electronics degrees. And so I went there just to get some electronics background. Little did I know that after school was done with, I would not work in either one. Anything. We opened up a stereo store. I told you guys that. My family opened a stereo store, and I worked with my dad and my brother in our store. I was there for like 8 years, selling stereo equipment and running the store. But we also ran a recording studio out of that. We converted this one of the sound rooms of the store into a recording studio. So I did end up doing work as a recording engineer, but on my own studio. So these are the places that I honed my skills. I honed my skills in audio, and as you know, from the last thing I talked about, I ended up with a... I'm going to cross through here too. I ended up going back to school and retraining, got a couple associate's degrees in pre-law and court management and also in evidence technology, and became an evidence technician out in San Diego area. And later on, as you know, I ended up getting a forensics qualification in forensic audio, video, and photography. 3 core qualifications. So, yeah, kind of a strange career path. And because of all the work that I did in evidence work, you do a lot of photography work there, and I always had an interest in photography as well. I ended up leaving, coming back to the Chicago area, and then worked as a wedding photographer and continued to do forensic work for private situations, not specifically just criminal law. Could be civil and things too. And then I opened up a photography school after my knees started going away. Couldn't stand all day long at these weddings anymore. It was just too much. And so I I opened up my own photography school, did that for 8 years, had a knee replacement, started the YouTube channel, and here we are. Very strange how my my path of work has gone. You know, YouTube, technically, I guess you can call it work because there are people who are full-time YouTubers. Technically, I am a full-time YouTuber at this point, since I'm kind of retired. But others have said that you're really technically not retired. You are making YouTube videos. That's true. So that's technically your job now. Yup, it is. I just hang out with you guys. Alright, I'm just going to take us around here and then we'll call it a day. It's been a fairly long video now. I don't know what time it is and how long we've been on. Does this thing tell me anything? 40 minutes we've been on, something like that. Yeah, 40 minutes it shows. Oops, I missed our cutoff there. Wait, I was going to turn back onto the path over there. Yeah, this is taking us away from the path. We got to turn. Let's get off. Let's go this way. Yeah, it was a little cut out there. I was going to take it. I was looking at the time and the mileage and everything, and I missed it. How do you like that? Yeah, I'll just hop off and move on. So there you go. That's what I've been doing. Yeah, I guess you could consider this a full-time job. Well, not really. My wife says it isn't. She says, you don't spend all day long doing this. That's true, I don't. I go out and ride, come back and I edit. Upload to YouTube. Then I'm done. How long does that all take me to do? I don't know. Let's say the ride is 45 minutes to an hour, let's say, okay? And usually I will be riding longer than that because I got to get home after the ride, right? And then I get home, then I upload everything to the computer to do the edit. Then I got to process the video. Then I got to upload it. Yeah, 4 or 5 hours to make a video, something like that. I mean, it's not hard work. I mean, really, I'm just enjoying a bike ride, back, playing around a little bit on the computer, you know, edit it out and upload it, and then make a thumbnail out of one of the images, and yeah, then I'm done. Yeah, it's not hard. But I have a lot of fun doing it. I enjoy doing it. I look forward to it, actually. It gives me something to do. Yeah. But yeah, I appreciate it that you know, you guys watch it, and you know, many of you guys have purchased bicycles and use my affiliate links. I appreciate that too. Some of you guys give me super thanks. Thank you for that. Let me acknowledge that. Sometimes, you know, people will actually send me money as a thank you. I appreciate that. I never really thought that this would be something that people would do for you. But yeah, on occasion I see a thing that says super thanks and there's some money there. So thank you so much. And not expecting anything from you guys, but yeah, I do appreciate it. You know, that few extra bucks, you know, I could buy a hamburger or something. Actually, buying a hamburger is pretty expensive now. Nothing's cheap anymore. Alright, we've gone around. I'll put a graphic up as to what my final mileage is with this bike. We're down to 2 bars, but like I said, I think we started with 1 bar down already. Sometimes bikes will discharge slightly, you know, while it's sitting around, and it's been a while since I've been on the Pedigo. I tried to charge it, but it showed that it was full. I don't know what to think about that. So, but I'll let you know what it came out to be. Right now we're at about 11.8 miles, but I think it's going to be under what it really can do. I may have to do it again, but I'll let you know how I ended up. Anyways, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. It really does help my channel out and it pushes it out to more people. I'll talk to you guys next time.